So this is a beautiful sight. I'm at the swamp, as if you couldn't tell. And continuing on that theme that I was talking about at Clark's Park, we get a second autumn here in Butte. It's currently the very end of April. Tomorrow is Walpurgisnacht. Very much looking forward to that. And, look at these colors. I don't know if it can even capture it really on the camera here, but yeah, see, this is what I was talking about in the first video, just that joy of life, noticing the magic in the everyday. I just want to talk about the beauty of my city, but I was going to say something. What was it? Oh yeah, I was going to talk about motivation this time. So I guess I better keep my focus and stay motivated here. This will probably be a short one because I don't have much to say on this subject. To me, this seems rather obvious, but apparently it isn't to some people, because a lot of people see, I think I'm starting this wrong. Motivation is the ability to keep going and to keep doing something. And a lot of people feel like motivation is just having the willpower to do whatever. It's just this ability to brute force yourself into doing something. Which, okay, don't get me wrong, that is an important talent or virtue or whatever. It's technically it's called fortitude. It's one of the cardinal virtues. The ability to get out of bed when you don't want to, the ability to take a test when you'd rather be sleeping, the ability to run a business when you'd rather be playing golf. That's fortitude. Motivation, I don't know, maybe I'm making up my own term here, but I want to impress upon you that it's not enough to want an outcome. Everybody wants an outcome, but a lot of people still go through life like the 2-year-old who wants a thing and doesn't realize that there are steps towards acquiring that thing. Like, I want to go to the beach today. Well, but we live on a mountain. But I want to go to the beach. You know, whether it's, the toy they want, or the person they want to see, or the thing they want to do. Children are like that. And a lot of adults are too. I want to be rich. I want to be thin. I want to be confident. Okay, well, we can do that, but you see, in order to be rich, first you need a business plan. No, I want to be rich! I don't want to work, I want to be rich. That's the way a lot of people are. Now, I don't want to call out anybody in particular here. I don't think that anyone in my viewership is really that infantile. I'm just saying that that's kind of a default state that our brains get into, and that my brain gets into. We all do that. I'm illustrating it by absurdity, but let me just pick on exercise here. Everyone wants to be in shape, and everyone tells me that I'm lucky to be in shape, and that it has to be something to do with my metabolism or my genetics or something. Basically, and I'm not saying that those don't play a part, and sometimes health considerations do stop a person from being as healthy as they'd like. But doctors all agree that proper diet and proper exercise are necessary to maintain good health. And I agree with them, and in fact, that's how I do it. But I don't do it by doing crunches, by going to the gym and lifting weights, or by doing 100 push-ups every day. And why? Because, well, I don't like doing push-ups. They are quite effective, and if you do like doing push-ups, then more power to you. My hat's off to you. You're going to be awesome. I don't like doing push-ups, and so I'm not gonna. And that might sound petulant, but actually it's just being a realist. No matter how much fortitude you have, if you don't like doing crunches, you aren't going to. Now, don't get me wrong. Some of you might see that as a challenge. But I am well aware that with enough fortitude, you can do crunches for days, weeks, sometimes even years Some people can do crunches when they don't want to for 3 or 4 years. But the point is, if you don't like doing it, you're not going to forever. There will come a day when you're going to wake up and say, this stinks. I don't like it. It hurts. I do not enjoy crunches. And you're going to say, you know what? I'm going to skip it today. I'm just not going to do it today. And without something there to egg you on to do more crunches, there's going to come a time when you're not going to have a reason to and you're not going to want to. The people who are successful athletes are people who are doing things that they love. Cyclists who love biking, fencers who love winning, gymnasts who love that feeling of flying through the air. You're never going to get fit by doing a thing that you don't want to do. The thing is, there's an endless amount of things to do. It just takes a little bit of imagination and a little bit of experimentation. And this is another reason why it's so important to be open to new things. Maybe you were born to hula hoop. Or perhaps you're the greatest pole sitter ever and you've just never tried it. There's got to be something that you enjoy doing. For the time being, I will share with you what it is that I do personally. And I don't do this as an endorsement. In fact, quite the contrary. What works for me probably is not what works for you, which is why you've got to experiment. But what I do, I enjoy fencing quite a bit. I haven't done it for a while. I need to get back into that. I do have some friends that want to get back into it. That's another great thing about fencing is it's a communal kind of experience. It's something you do with other people. So yeah, I need to get back into fencing. It's great for your core. It's great for your abs. It's fantastic for your thighs. I also enjoy biking, which are, again, very good for those things. But when I really need to get in shape, and we all have those times. There are times when you're just, stabilizing. There are other times when you're like, no, I need to be up to this thing. I will share with you the best exercise ever, and this illustrates a point of mine as well. Not many people try this exercise, as beneficial as it is. Try bouncing. Yeah, I said bouncing. Just stand and jump up and down. Not particularly high, not particularly low, just jump. And this is cumulatively kind of like holding a glass of water at arm's length. You can't keep it up forever. No matter how fit you are, you can't bounce for more than a couple of minutes. I dare you. If you can bounce for 3 minutes, you are amazing. Which means you can take a couple minutes out of your day and you can do an exhausting routine that has a whole bunch of health benefits. For one thing, it hardens your bones. No, you didn't mishear me. Repeated impact causes your bones to harden. Research it. Look it up. Proven fact. I've got super hard bones. It's not entirely by coincidence. Part of it is. My mother has super dense bones as a mutant power, but I got some of that from my mom, and I've refined it by repeated impact, and bouncing is a really great way to do that. Don't do this if high impact exercise is bad for you, if you've got bad knees or something, but you can still kind of do it. You can kind of bob up and down without actually jumping. Like deep knee bends, but quicker. The other benefit to it is that it's very rhythmic, so it's easy to do to music or something. It feels very much like dancing, so it's a fun thing to do. The main reason why people won't try this, why you don't see it in the courses, you don't see people going to gyms and bouncing, is because, well, it's silly. And one of the main things you'll notice about American culture is that paramount to any other philosophy is you have to make sure that you never do anything that might be perceived as being silly. This is a strange thing, and as you might have already guessed, runs completely counter to my philosophy, which is to maintain a sense of wonder and thereby keep young, as I addressed in my second video. So, I endorse having fun, being silly, and trying new things. That is, in essence, my exercise routine, actually. I'm always climbing to new places, going and doing new things, exploring things, trying to pick up things, doing all the things that a 2-year-old does. 2-year-olds are extremely active creatures, and not because anyone tells them to go to the gym, but just because they want to do stuff. If you find the thing you want to do, not only will you be saner, you'll be fitter and stronger. Let me know how that works for you. Let me know what your passion is. Or if there's something you've wanted to try that you've never done, let me know. I'll come with you.